distance. Yo, what's up, agent? In my last video, I posted a build about explosive sticky bomb for PvP. So today build is going to be mortar and explosive sticky bomb. And let's start with the specialization, which is going to be the demolition. This one can ignore explosions, can only trigger once every 60 seconds. And also, group members gain 5% damage to target out of cover. And also, you need to use the demolition so you can able to use the mortar. And it's gonna increase like explosive damage also, and it's gonna give you like 20% more resistance. And for the grenade of this specialization is gonna cause the bleed status effect. Now let me show you the build. Starting with the capacitor, this assault rifle is amazing, especially with the skills. Because first off, it comes with the damage to armor and damage to cover. And for the talent, shooting enemy build stack of to a cap of 40. Each stack grants 1.5% skill damage. After 5 seconds, stack decay 1 per second. So when you shoot, you're gonna get stacks. The max is going to be 60% skill damage. And also for each skill tier, you gain 7.5% weapon damage. So in total, you're gonna have like 45% weapon damage because with this build, I have 6 skill tier. And I'm using test subject. This assault rifle is amazing. Why? Because it comes with a perfectly in sync. Hitting an enemy grants 20% skill damage for 5 seconds. So obvious. You shoot with your gun, you're gonna get 20% skill damage. And also, using a non-shield skill or damaging an enemy with a skill grants 20% weapon damage for 5 seconds. Now when you shoot enemy with a skill, you're gonna get 20% weapon damage for 5 seconds also. Now damage increase are doubled while both buffs are active at the same time. It's like you're gonna get 40% skill damage and 40% weapon damage if you hit with your gun and also with your skill. That's a huge amount. 40% skill damage and 40% weapon damage. Now for the pistol TDI card costume, it comes with a skill tier for the talent Future Perfect. Weapon kills grant one skill tier for 15 seconds. Stacks up to 3 times. Weapon kills at skill tier 6 grants overcharge for 15 seconds. Overcharge cooldown 90 seconds. So when I see the enemy that low, I switch to pistol and I shoot my pistol and I kill him. I'm gonna get overcharge. You know, when you get overcharged, your skills going to be so powerful. Now for the build, starting with the mask. It's an incorporation mask. It's gonna give me like 10% skill haste and 10% skill damage. Skill tier, skill damage, and skill haste. For the mod, skill haste also. For the chest, China Light, it's gonna give me 15% explosive damage. Skill tier, skill haste, skill damage. For the mod, skill haste. For the talent, kinetic momentum. When in combat, each skill generates a stack while active or not on cooldown. Stacks increase your total skill damage by 1.5 and total skill repair by 2%, up to 15 stacks per skill, lost when on cooldown. So first off, your skills should be active and not on cooldown. And you need to be in combat so this talent can active. And total is gonna give you 22.5% skill damage for both of the skills that are active and not on cooldown. For the hostile, exotic hostile, which is waveform, it comes with a skill tier, skill damage, and skill haste. For the talent, generate a stack of 3% skill damage on one of your skills every second, capping at 10 stacks. After 10 seconds, at the cap, the stacks transfer to your other skill. Like you're gonna get stacks of 3% skill damage on one of your skills every second. The max is going to be 30, so you need like 10 seconds so you can reach the max stack. After you reach the cap, the talent's gonna keep active like for 10 seconds after you reach the cap. So you're gonna have like 30% skill damage for 10 seconds. And after that, the talent is gonna transfer to your other skill. But this one doesn't require you to have to your skills to be active. Even if the skills are on cooldown, the talent is gonna active automatically. For the knee pad, Grubo is gonna give me 13% critical hit damage and 20% explosive damage. Skill tier, skill damage, and skill haste. For the gloves, Grubo also skill tier, skill haste, and skill damage. Now for the backpack, I'm using a new backpack, which comes with the skill tier, skill damage, skill haste, and for the mod, skill haste. For the talent, perfect combined arms. Shooting an enemy increased total skill damage by 30% for 3 seconds. There is no other talent can give you 30% skill damage. I tried to use this one, the China Light. It gives only 20%, even though it's perfect. Shock and awe. 20%. You're gonna say, yeah, you need to shoot so I can get that stack. Of course I need to shoot. If I don't shoot, I'm not gonna get that stack. So look, when I shoot, I'm gonna get 40. And here I'm gonna get 30. So on both, when I shoot only one bullet or two bullets, I'm gonna get 70% extra skill damage. That huge amount. If I shoot with a capacitor, when it reach the max, it's gonna give me 60. With a 30 of the backpack, I'm gonna have like 90% skill damage only by shooting enemies. You see, with this build, I focus on like a lot on the extra skill damage. You see here, 30% skill damage. The chest, 22% skill damage. Let's say 20. It's now it's 50% skill damage. With the host at 30, that's like 80% skill damage. With the capacitor, When it reaches the max, it's gonna give me 60. With 80, it's going to be 140% skill damage. Or with the test subject, this gives 40. With the 80, I'm gonna have like 120% skill damage. That's a huge amount, guys. I want the build to be like to get a lot of skill damage. So because I'm using mortar and sticky bomb, I want the build all about like all active by shooting, the talent with the build. Now let me show you the skills. Now as you see, the hoster works even in a safe area. So let's start with the mortar. As you see the damage, 4 million point 3. Cooldown 8 seconds, duration 360, and for the health 5 million point 5. For the mod, as you see, the damage, the specialization mode, and also extra mortar ammo and skill haste. Now for my sticky bomb. Cooldown 30 seconds, damage 6.8 million. Now for the mod, skill haste and damage. And don't forget when you like this you see these numbers. I just show you 4.3 million. This is without any buff of the gun or the backpack or the chest or the holster. The real number you see it's without any buff, without any talent active. The real number you see it was in the gameplay. Those numbers was insane. For me, this is the highest explosive damage build that you can reach. Anyway, guys, that's for today. The build's so powerful for PvP, like legendary, heroic. If you play with with the legendary, you need to team. Of course, you can't go legendary solo with a skill build. But in open world activities or mission, you can go solo so easy. Anyway, that's for today. Up to you with next one. Skeletal Rogue. Peace out.